Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here, and welcome back to another episode of this PES 2021 Master League save here with Leeds United. And it's the big one, boys. It's the final episode now of season number 2. And it's been a big season. There hasn't been much growth. There's better players at the club than there were at the start. We're certainly a team that's improving. We're certainly a player of PES that's improving on FUMA as time goes on. And that's exciting. But yeah, man, it's the end of the season. If you missed a season, go back and watch it all and the first season, because you've missed loads of stuff that's happened and you'll have no idea of what's going on right now. We're going to kick it off by taking on Aston Villa. We've got Man City and Bournemouth in this one. We want to maintain 10th, and if we can, get 9th. 9th is still up for grabs. It would be amazing. I mean, technically 8th is still up for grabs. We'd have to win every game and hope that Arsenal didn't win a game. That's not going to happen. So 9th is where it's at. I'd love to finish 9th. It would show great growth in this team if we could get 9th. Let's take on Aston Villa. This will be the lineup for the Villa game, of course, as per usual. Balotelli will keep his place up top after that unbelievable goal. I mean, he just had a cracking episode, didn't he, on the last one? But what a goal it was. I've still not come down from it. I'm still on cloud 9 with it. We are taking on Villa, though. Villa, a difficult test. They've got a good side. They're having the world's best season. They've got a good bench as well. Bertrand Traore, Eddie Nketiah on the bench. Certainly two players that could come on the pitch and make a difference for them. Let's try and get a win here. Well, that's not good from the commentary team. Apparently, it's going to rain. I don't like it when it rains on this game. It makes life so much more difficult. What would be lovely is if we could score an early goal to kind of counteract the rain. They're playing attacking to kick the game off. We're going to do exactly the same. Let's see how we get on. Ollie Watkins now for Villa. It's a good ball in. How Wesley misses that header, I do not know, but that was a fantastic ball in there. They probably should have made that count. El Ghazi now. What can he do? Dramisi does well. They're going to give away a free kick, though. The free kick's taken very quickly. El Ghazi tries to whip that one back across. Wesley is there this time, although Cresswell was in there as well. But it'll be blazed well over from Wesley. Ropey start from Leeds. Cresswell's given that away, and Wesley's heavy touch will lead to him not scoring a goal. He's got to score that, hasn't he? They've got to be disappointed that he's not put that in the back of the net. They've really got to be disappointed that he's not put that in the back of the net. I don't know how he didn't score that there. His touch was extremely heavy. But Aston Villa here have got off to a very good start. A very good start. They'll be very happy with what's happening on the pitch right now. Wesley, McGinn, well blocked. Rafinha will try and pick that one up and be fouled, surely. Yes, we will take the free kick here in this situation. And I feel like I just need to slow the game down a little bit. We like playing on a fast pace, but Aston Villa have come right out of the blocks here. Now, if we can weather the storm, that could be ideal for us. Balotelli now. Try and nod that one on to Sulemana. Wasn't to be. We will try and pressure them, but we've not had such luck so far. Wesley is absolutely dominating, as you see there again. Absolutely dominating in the heading stakes. We need a little bit of a favour, really. Calvin Phillips now, though, might give us a bit of a favour. It's not a bad run. Calvin Phillips will slide that one in for Rafinha. 1-0 Leeds United. And that's all it took was one breakaway. And it is 1-0 Leeds United. Rafinha with the goal. Calvin Phillips with the breakaway after winning the ball back. And I think that's the first time we've actually won the ball back in open play. And we made it count. It's a well, it's a little bit of a mess up, isn't it, by the goalkeeper? Let's be honest. But Rafinha does slide it in. 1-0 Leeds. That's a nice little start for us. After an onslaught, really, from Villa, we've managed to find ourselves in the lead. I'm sick of that pass up to Wesley, though. For once, I'm not enjoying a team going long. Usually, we try and pressure them so that the team does play long. It's not working in our favour today, because every time Aston Villa have gone long, it's worked out for them. Wesley now up against Cresswell. Cresswell is there, and then the ball is blocked in the end, and Dramisi will just clear this one away. But every time they've gone forward, they're up to Wesley. It's been fantastic. We've also got the problem that Balotelli isn't having much luck heading the ball for us, considering he's up against Konza and Tyrone Mings, who both are pretty tall. It's been an issue as they go long there to Wesley again. And as you can see, Wesley wins it. We end up with the ball off the rebound, luckily for us. But Wesley still won it. That's a nice ball from Calvin Phillips. And Sulemana tries to thread that one through to Balotelli. Tyrone Mings is there, though. He's found Rafinha there. Rafinha tries to poke that to Smith Rowe. Wasn't a good enough pass. I think it's going to be on the counter where we managed to score goals in this one as they go up to Wesley again. Cresswell doing well there, though. Allen needs to get a touch on that. He does. It's Balotelli. Passes it to Rafinha. Rafinha back inside. Smith Rowe for 2-0. What a save. Too much straight at the goalkeeper there from Smith Rowe. But this is how we're going to score these breakaways, because Aston Villa really are committing bodies forward and they're trying to push the pace. They're trying to play kind of how we've been playing in recent episodes. And so far, they've been doing a very good job of it. The plus side for us is we're 1-0 up and maybe potentially should have been 2-0 up there. As you can see, 64% possession. So we're certainly not playing the possession game in this one, as we do try and nod that one forward. It doesn't do much for us. We're not playing the possession game. We are just trying purely to win these final games of the season here. Wesley now. El Ghazi will look to cross that one. Calvin Phillips tries to stop it. Smith Rowe gets back. Luckily for us, Smith Rowe was back there. Calvin Phillips now will try and take that from John McGinn. It will be a free kick now to Aston Villa in a dangerous position. We're going to have to do a good job here to stop this. This is a very dangerous position here for Aston Villa. And they do have El Ghazi who's going to take this one. See what they can do. Hopefully the wall will stop it. Or Rafinha will. Rafinha will stop it. It's the first time we've managed to do that from a free kick when it's gone on target. El Ghazi now. Smith Rowe trying to come forward. John McGinn with a turn and shot off the post. We need to get it away. Llorente was too busy. Laid on the floor. Llorente was too busy. Laid on the floor. And Wesley gets a tap in. Joke of a defending there from Leeds United. You see as the ball comes back across here, I don't know what happens. Llorente tries to dive for the header and just watches it. He stood on the floor. He needs to be the quickest to react. He doesn't react, and that's how Aston Villa are back in this game. Bounces back straight towards Llorente. He's too busy having a nap. Corner now, Villa. Just before half-time. I don't want to concede. Just before half-time, and it goes right through. There's a little bit of a battle there between Konza and Phillips. But luckily for us, the ball does go straight through. Gino now. He does actually very well there. Wesley and Llorente does fantastically there. Watkins now will drive that one across. And we get it away. And Aston Villa really have been the better team, if we're being honest. We have just hit them on the break, which was the plan. Smith Rowe will get to that. And that's the half-time whistle. Half-time 1-1. Llorente's got a lot to answer for, man. When he gets back in this dressing room, we're going to be having a word with him. Get up quicker, Llorente. Get up quicker. Well, we could do with a bit of a better second half here from us, especially in terms of possession. 36% possession in that first half. See what we can do in this second half now. Try and just make smarter decisions. Smith Rowe's going to have to play a good pass there. We put him in a dangerous position. Cooch now, though. That's nice. Spread the plate. Sulemana. Rafinha's going to be in here. Rafinha for another. Oh, nearly. The keeper just gets down quickly. There's been a couple of moments here where Leeds probably should have scored again. That's a bright start to the second half. The switch and play from Cooch was brilliant. Maybe it should have been a goal. Smith Rowe wins the header. Rafinha just trying to wait for Balotelli to get onside. I think he was onside. He was. It's a fierce shot. Well saved from the goalkeeper. This is a better start to the second half from Leeds United. I think Aston Villa huffed and puffed so much that first half. They're a little bit tired now, but El Ghazi up against Llorente and loses out. That's better, Llorente. He's taken the hairdryer treatment there that I've given him at half-time and taken it on board. Sulemana now. What can he do? He'll poke that one forward, hopefully, for Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe's going to end up on the ball. Rafinha! Oh, he scores it, but he's offside. He scores it, but he's offside. And he is offside. Only just. But he is offside. Alan now. Sulemana. Oh, tries to find Balotelli. Luckily cut out by Tyrone Mings, but nearly was a mistake. Balotelli. Rafinha. Dragged it wide. It's my fault. I should have used the aim. I should have used the aim, and I didn't. I was confident that I was aiming it correctly. And in the end, I've dragged this really far wide. Really far wide. This should have been a goal. It really should have been. You can see what I've tried to do. I've tried to go far post, and what an idiot. Well, Leeds have got some very, very tired legs out there. So a triple sub just to freshen it up, because I think the way we're playing at the moment, there's definitely another goal in this half for us. There's definitely another goal in this half. It's just whether we can take our chance, which you've seen there a couple of times now. We've not taken it. Rodrigo on the pitch now, though. Doku as well. Some fresh legs. Leif Davis getting an opportunity as well, which is a nice change for him. Smith Rowe now coming forward. Let's go towards Rafinha. He will turn and shoot. Didn't work out for us though. Doku's going to find Rodrigo. This time I will use it. Oh, what a save. The goalkeeper's got to be applauded there. What a save. I thought Rodrigo was scoring that. We've had a few of those opportunities this match, and they've done so well against us, as Davis will be able to get the ball back here for another throw-in. They've done so well against us. Oh, it won't be a throw-in. It will be a corner. Rafinha will whip this one in. Smith Rowe is in there! Oh my God, what a save! What a reaction save that is. That is unbelievable there up against Smith Rowe. Unbelievable. Jeremy Doku now. Smith Rowe. Rodrigo. Well saved again. Doku back across. Rafinha's there. And Heaton really is keeping them in this game. Heaton is really keeping them in this game. That's a terrible ball out though, but they've managed to get away with it. Oh, they might have got away with it more than I expected. Wesley. Oh, heavy touch again from Wesley. Heavy touch again from Wesley. And they maybe should have scored there, and the goalkeeper's got to do it better than that with getting the ball out. Well, there we go, full time. And I'm not quite sure how in that second half we didn't score. Tom Heaton, certainly the hero in this one. Certainly the hero. So many good opportunities, so many chances. You can see there Aston Villa clapping because they didn't deserve it. The second half, they didn't deserve it. The first half, they had 8 shots. So I'm intrigued now to see what they actually had in the second half and what we had. We'd had 2 shots after the first half, and that just shows you it. They had 2 shots in the second half. Wow, 7 on target in the end from us. 7 on target in the end. Gerrard will be kicking himself knowing that we should have won that. If we're being honest with ourselves, that is probably 9th now. Just gone. Just disappeared and melted away. I don't think there's any way that we can finish 9th now. I just don't see that being possible, but let's keep pushing forward and seeing what we can do. Great performance in that last game, to be honest with you. Smith Rowe played really well. Cherky is more up for it today, though, so we will play Cherky. We take on Manchester City now, and initially, what's shocking is they're playing Jefferson Farfan on the left wing. So I'm assuming it's Jefferson Farfan's regen, and he's playing on the left wing, 72 rated. It's a thing. So a strong Man City team. Let's just give it our best shot, really. I think the season's done. We finished 10th or 11th now, basically. Either one, and it doesn't really matter. There isn't much difference between the 2 places. We've built very strongly on learning FUMA in this second half of the season. And I think we've done a very good job learning it. I think we're getting better and better as the episodes go on. So let's just have a good time. Let's take on Man City and see what happens. Well, nice sunny day for this one, which makes a difference for us recently. We've played a lot in the rain and terrible weather. Manchester City in the sun. We'd have given anything to be in the Prem in this stage, taking on Man City, and hoping that we might actually pick up a victory in this one. We will give it our best shot. We certainly will take it to Manchester City. They've got a lot of dangerous threats, though, so we've got to be cautious, and we will be playing attacking as per usual, as we have in recent games. We've been going for them. There'll be no difference. Even though it's Man City, we won't be changing our style of play. Free kick here for Manchester City. In the early stages of the game. They'd like an early goal. Farfan will go up for that. Sulemana in the end. Does well there. Rodrigo has to touch that on, and there's just not enough bodies there, were there, piling forward, which is a weird thing to say considering we're on attack and we're kind of known for piling bodies forward. There weren't enough there. Jefferson Farfan now. It feels weird saying his name here in Manchester City. There's that weird thing with the regens, isn't there, that they recycle ex-players. We've got a load in our academy system now as it stands. That wasn't the ball I was trying to play. And I don't know, it just puts me off because I love the realism output in a game, and there's not much realistic about, you know, recycling legends. Although it may be fun. I don't know. You guys let me know what your thoughts on that are. I mean, we could promote some youth players, but I don't know if I like the idea of it. See what Man City could do here now. Another free kick. I'll be hoping to kind of emulate what we did in the second half against Villa. Because if we're being honest, the first half was awful. I certainly don't want to be emulating that. Because in the first half, they should have scored 9 or 10 goals. Well, another free kick now to Manchester City. And that'll be 4 in total now on the game. 4 in total. Yes, madness. But, I mean, they keep getting them. And I don't see that changing because we keep bringing their players down. Rodrigo now, what can he do? He wants the help of Cherky. He's got the help of Cherky. He's going to try and find Cherky. And in the end, it's a terrible pass from me. Rafinha does find Cherky, though. Thought that was going to be 1-0 at Leeds United. Edison was equal to the shot. And that is the first shot, I believe, on target that we've had in this match. That is the first shot. Well, it's the first shot that anybody's had in the match. And the first one on target. De Bruyne now. Aguero! Now it's Man City's turn to have a good opportunity. They did have a good opportunity. What's Dramisi doing there? Get the ball out, son. They did have a good opportunity. Luckily for us, though, they didn't take it. Sulemana now. We'll lift that one forward towards Rodrigo. Oh, Laporte is equal to it. I thought it might have just drifted over him. I thought he might have just misjudged it. Jefferson Farfan now up against Robin Koch. We need bodies back. Aguero is offside. Throw that back to João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva now will try and get this one across, I imagine. Allen's done fantastically in the end, though. With the help of Llorente. Sulemana. What's been given here? Okay. I'm not sure why that's been given. I thought Rodrigo did fantastically there. Let's see what it's given for, actually. It's PES, after all. I don't know how that's our foul. I think, if anything, Rodri's fouled Rodrigo. That was a mouthful, but it will be another free kick for Manchester City, because they've not had enough in this game, and they've been very, very unsuccessful with all of them. Calvin Phillips now will try and launch that one forward to Rodrigo, who will try and nod it on, but I don't think Rafinha was on the same wavelength as me. Dramisi now coming forward. He'll just prod that forward to Cherki. He'll prod that to Rafinha. Rafinha's touch takes him past Laporte. Gives him a shooting opportunity. Wasn't a good shooting opportunity, though. He might have ended up with another one if Dramisi had just found that pass. Again, Leeds United putting the pressure on, but that'll be it. That'll be half-time. 0-0 in a game that started off extremely scrappy. Was a game of fouls, but all fouls for Manchester City, surprisingly, to the PES referee. But came into it towards the end. 2 shots, 2 on target. 1 for Manchester City. Let's hope for a bit of a better game this second half. 5 fouls against Manchester City in this one. I'm not sure they were all fouls, though. Cherki now. Tries to lift that one forward towards Rodrigo. Rodri's there, though. He knows the danger. They know the danger to Manchester City. Dramisi does fantastically there to win that. Allen now will lift that one up. Rodrigo. His touch to Rafinha is beautiful. The ball across is not so beautiful. And we end up giving away possession. Allowing Manchester City to counter, which we don't want to do. Calvin Phillips has done his best there. Robin Koch tries to close the angle. Kevin De Bruyne now coming forward. And fantastic defensive work there from Robin Koch. He's been great in this game. He's been great this season. Let's not beat around the bush. He's been fantastic for us. Cooch now will lift that one forward. Hoping for Rafinha. Rafinha is found. And guess who's there again? It's Aymeric Laporte. He's having a wonderful game of football here for Manchester City. He's stopping everything that comes forward. It is bitterly disappointing and frustrating to play against. The sooner they sub him off, the happier I will be. Foden doing well there. Llorente doing well there, though. Allen will pick it up. Sulemana will lift that one forward. And yeah, I was going to say they need to make sure they get to it, but Cherki's there as well. We found Rafinha. Rodrigo's going to be offside, surely. What a save that is. I'm not sure he was offside. I'm not sure he was offside. What a save that is. Is he on or off? Oh, he's on. He's got to score it. He was onside. Should be 1-0 Leeds. Dramisi now. Wanted a bit of help. He's got it in Rafinha. Jeremy Doku now. Cherki making the run in with the shot in the goal! Cherki with the goal. It comes from the corner. And Leeds United are 1-0 up against Manchester City here. And I have to be honest, I think we deserve it. I think we've been the better team. Dramisi reworking the ball back in. Rafinha to Doku. I spotted the run of Cherki. It's lovely. First time shot. And we finally beat Edison. Well, that's Spurs Farfan coming off and Gabby Jesus coming on for Manchester City. And that does not surprise me because going forward, they've not been threatening anywhere near enough in this match. Cucci's happy to try and float that in to Mario Balotelli because we know when the ball's lifted up to him, Mario Balotelli can do some crazy stuff. We saw that in the last episode. And if you didn't see it in the last episode, you need to go and see it. Jeremy Doku now is the man I want. Tries to find Rafinha. It's a lovely idea, and if it had come off, wow, would we have been praising that move, but it didn't. Again, though, Robin Koch won this ball back here. Cherki, Rafinha for 2. Oh, just wide. Just wide from Rafinha. And if I had one thing to slate Rafinha on, it's his finishing. It's his finishing. And again, this is such an opportunity for him. Drags it wide. Well, Rafinha is knackered. So, Shackleton on for Rafinha. Cherky will go on the left. Shackleton will sit in the centre, but deeper than a cam. It's just fresh legs, really, to keep winning the ball back. We need that now. There's only, what, 11 minutes, maybe 12 minutes left of the game. We need to do better. This is foul number 7. Kevin De Bruyne now. You always worry about taking them. To Gabby Jesus. To Fernandinho. Who's... Oh, Pep's got to be screaming at him. I don't know what that was. If Balotelli can nudge that one on, he can't. It was a nice idea, though. Cooch will end up with a ball. Prod that one to Allen. Allen forward to Doku. Doku now turns well with it. Balotelli doesn't find him. There we go. Corner Man City. Oh, they've taken it short, which again, I'm not too sure about. It hasn't worked for them all game. And again, another foul here from Leeds United. Another foul. Let's see what they can do from this situation. Kevin De Bruyne will be stood over it. It's not a bad ball in, but it's right through. There's nobody there to attack it. They've not done well with the free kicks they've had this match. It's been really surprising, to be honest with you. I kind of expected more with the free kicks. They've been pretty awful. Well, they've made another mistake there. Cherky now will loft that one. Trying to find Balotelli. This wasn't to be. Ruben Dias now. They need to get the ball forward. They need to get the ball forward. It'll be 3 minutes added on here for Manchester City. And are we looking at potentially a massive win here for Leeds United? Aguero! Oh, he shanked it. He knows it. He's absolutely shanked this one as Aguero. It does come to him at speed, to be fair to him. But I don't really know what he was trying to achieve here. He's just absolutely slashed at it. Well wide. And that gives us the time, surely, to win this game. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a famous victory for Leeds United. It could have been more. I thought Manchester City were very toothless going forward. Had a lot of the football. Looked good on the ball as well, but when it came to the final third, no end product. Laporte had an unbelievable game today against our front line. But Cherky with the all-important goal, which will give us 3 points. And maybe our hopes are still on for 9th. And I am correct. Our hopes are still on for 9th. If we beat Bournemouth and Newcastle lose or draw, we will finish 9th. It's tight, though. On the final day, we could still end up finishing 11th. Wish me luck, boys. Wish me luck. Let's pick the team for the Bournemouth game. So this will be the starting lineup for the final game of season number 2. We are taking on Bournemouth. Again, a team we definitely should beat. But I do think we should have beaten Villa as well. It's crazy that we did end up then beating Manchester City. But this is a side we should be beating. Leeds United need to be winning these kind of games. I'm not even going to edit that out. We need to be winning these kind of games. Let's get into it. Let's try and get ourselves another 3 points and potentially 9th place. Well, this game could be interesting because when we played against sides that played defensively against us, that kind of sit a little bit, we've struggled. There's no doubt about that. They will sit in this game. Ailing now. I will try and lift that towards Balotelli, but it's poor again. Something I'm going to have to work for season 3 on is those crosses, because I think we could be far more dangerous. We could be far more dangerous if we could just make them come off, you know, a little bit more. If we could do a little bit better with these crosses. We've done so much better now with the chipped ball forward. We're producing better results with that. We need to be doing the same now. My aim sucks, man. My aim is just dreadful. This is why I don't play shooters, boys. This is why I don't play shooters. My aim is absolutely horrendous. Luke Ayling now out wide. We're going to go back inside towards Cherky. Again, you can see there's just not much space. So working the space in this one and the way we work it is going to be really important. We'll pull that back now for Sulemana. Not really got the option, has he? Cherky. Trying to find Rafinha. It just wasn't the right move in the end. Danjuma wins it. I think we'll be fine on the defensive end. Oh, we do find Balotelli, though, and he just rifle off a shot. I put some power behind that one. Balotelli's going to get it back again. He's not. Billing is in there. There are so many bodies back. It is ridiculous. Billing now. Banis. Murillo doesn't mark King very well, but it's not a good shot from King. It's an awful shot from King in the end. But that's the first sniff of goal, really, in the entire match. And it's coming to Bournemouth. Rafinha. Finds Sulemana here. Sulemana's touch isn't the world's best. He's going to win a free kick, surely? Apparently not, but he's going to do even better, isn't he? He's going to win the ball back, and we'll whip that one in towards Mario Balotelli. Couldn't outjump his man. Balotelli now. Sulemana will lift that one. Balotelli, if he could get the touch. Longstaff is there. Longstaff's been there for a lot of this match, actually. He's got in that position often and done very well. Murillo now up against King. We do manage to hold him up, but he's always going to have the beating of him. Billing, Banis, 1-0. No, well saved, Meslier. It's a bit of a tame effort in the end. Alan finds Cherky. Again, just don't have the options, do we? Look at how many bodies are back. Into Rafinha with the turn and the touch. Balotelli tries to lay that one off. He's fouled, and we're going to win a free kick in a good position now. Are we? Is he offside? What's the... Ow! How? 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 No! Oh my God. Okay, ref, no problem. Cool. Should have gone to Specsavers. I don't know what he's given there. I do not know. I do not know, ladies and gentlemen, but that will be half-time. And how that is ever a free kick for Bournemouth, not a clue. Not a clue. Well, let's hope for a better second half from ourselves. Again, I'm not quite too sure about that free kick, but I think Bournemouth were better than us. I think Bournemouth were actually better, and we found this earlier on in the season, didn't we? When we faced a side that were quote-unquote worse than us, but sat deep, we just really struggled. That wasn't the pass I was aiming for, but okay. We just really struggled against them. That seems to be the case again in this one. Atsu's had a great game, though, I must admit. Banis looks decent as well. Are we going to win this back? We will. Jamissi now will try and clear that one. He's done a terrible job at it. And Banis should be making that 1-0 Bournemouth. Terrible shot. Really should be making that 1-0 Bournemouth. Balotelli now. Try and nod that one on to Rafinha. He'll get it to him. Rafinha will try and plough that one up towards Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling, will he keep it? He won't. He will block it and deflect it, though, in the path of Cherky, who will find Sulemana, who will turn and shoot, and he's dragged it wide. Nice decision. Good opening, but he's dragged that well wide. And we haven't had many opportunities in this one, so it was nice to finally get one. The second half already proving like it might be a little bit more open. It's a poor shot in the end, though. Well, Doku on. And Ryan Edmondson on, because to be honest with you, again, the difference between 9th, 10th and 11th isn't enough for me. So we will give the youngster Ryan Edmondson an opportunity here. It's not a bad touch on there to Sulemana, who will try and find Jeremy Doku, and nearly does. Nearly does. It's a congested box, though, isn't it? It's a congested box. That's the problem. Well, they've made a mistake there, which has given us the ball back. Jeremy Doku now slides that across. It's terrible. It's terrible. He should have slid it across on the floor to Ryan Edmondson for surely what would have been 1-0 Leeds United. Poor decision-making in the final third from us. It's like we're Man City now, although I'd take that, right? Murillo is there, though. Solanke is there as well. And we've got to be quick now in our release if we're going to get anything. So to go forward very fastly. Oh, Ryan Edmondson's in, referee. I cannot believe the referee for this Bournemouth game. He's had an absolute shock. Edmondson's in there and he blows the whistle. I don't like this ref. I don't like him. But a boring game to end the season, boys. Really, really dull match. 0-0. Neither side deserved it, to be 100% honest. And that will be season number 2. Not a bad result. I mean, I wanted the win, but we find it really hard against these sides that sit deep, man. We do, in the end, finish 10th. And to be fair, we wouldn't have finished 9th anyway, regardless of that Bournemouth result, because Newcastle did win their game. So, kind of is what it is. I'm genuinely happy with the season. Way too many draws. In my opinion, 17. I think we've got the most draws in the league by a country mile. We need to rectify that. We need to change that next season. The 3 sides going down to Burnley. Burnley, Watford and Norwich. Sheffield United just staying up by the skin of their teeth towards the back end of the season there, which is quite impressive. But yeah, maybe some players we can take from those sides, although I don't think it will count for it in PES, that they'll be cheaper. But genuinely, using FUMA for the first time, I'm happy with 10th with the squad we've got. And I think the form we showed in the back end of the season, the last, say, 3 or 4 episodes, we would have finished higher and we probably would have got our Europa League place, which is where we see ourselves at in the coming seasons. And I'm happy with that. So let's take a quick rundown of the squad. Let's first of all look at the team of the season. You got Harry Kane in there, Cavani, De Bruyne. No surprise that King Calvin Phillips, the Yorkshire Pirlo, is in there because he had a very good season. Again, we brought in Alan to replace him. Well, not to replace him, sorry, because no one can replace him. To use when Phillips went up for a game. But Phillips is so often up for a game that he ended up having this wonderful partnership with Alan next to him, where I had two players that could really comfortably win the ball, but still had very good passing range. We were on to a winner with that, and I'm looking forward to that partnership blossoming even more next season. But yeah, no real surprise names in there. Sionchu maybe, but he'll have progressed now. A very good player. Theo Hernandez as well at Leicester. Let's have a good squad. Spurs winning the league. Took us longer than 2 seasons to do it with Spurs, but they won it there. Well, before we can end the season, 1, we want to see what our budget is going to be next season, don't we, boys? And 2, let's take a little look at the team. Now, I always forget this. I always forget how you even do this, but we're going to check it. We're going to look at player stats for the season. I nailed it first time, did I? Did I not? No, I didn't nail it first time. Although this is good. Like, you can look at the interceptions. Look at Alan there. Calvin Phillips with 58. Alan with 36. Llorente with 149 interceptions this season. 31 tackles. Alan there, 48 tackles. Calvin Phillips, as I mean, they're 66 tackles this season. Fantastic. Do we have anybody else who's got anywhere close to the interceptions? Llorente, man. What a beast. Robin Cox up there as well, don't get me wrong, but Llorente with 149 interceptions. The man is an absolute beast. But is this one? We finally get there in the end. The overall record, it's interesting to see. Obviously, Meslier's played the most games out of anyone, but Rafinha there, 36 games. Calvin Phillips, Alan, consistently getting games. Our top goal scorer, this is what's going to upset me because Rodrigo only got 7 this season. 4 assists. Just not sure it was a good enough year from him. And I think at times we probably didn't score enough goals. Mario Balotelli with 9. So Balotelli will be our top goal scorer. And that's the thing that I'm looking at as a worrying sign is the goals, really. Sulemana picked up 6, which isn't bad. Smith Rowe only with the 1 goal. And I did mention, didn't I, that Cam didn't score enough goals this season. Cherky comes in. He gets 2 goals and 1 assist. But again, not enough for my liking. Rafinha with 3. Doku with 3. These players need to chip in with more goals next season. And we'll turn those draws that we had into wins if we're getting more goals from our players, because for the amount of goals we scored, it's ridiculous that we actually managed to finish 10th. We must have won a lot of games 1-0. There were a lot of 1-0s. We need to change that next season. More goals from more players. We need more people contributing on the score sheet. We really do. Because the most important thing now is we're going to fast forward and find out what the budget will be next season. We might actually have some negotiations now. There is some money left for us. Obviously, it doesn't look like we're going to spend it now. We don't have any negotiations. Let's forward. Let's end the season and let's see what we're looking at for the start of next season. And that's where it'll become all important for you guys, because you're going to have to help us decide what players we're going to pick up. I have boosted it so that we should get a sizable budget, but we've seen in the past, especially with Spurs, that might not happen. We have been offered some jobs, St. Johnstone and Aston Villa. Interesting that we got offered the St. Johnstone job. Just weird, right? And the Villa job, obviously, they had a mixed season, finishing below us. Yeah, strange. St. Johnstone, maybe one day. Also, Meslier's gone up 1. Albiol's gone up 1, obviously. Fellaini's gone up 1. Fernando Press, the only one there that matters is Meslier. What I'm on about, though, when it comes to this, we've got some negotiations for Capri and also Ayling. What I'm on about is if we do go to the youth team... Oh, I can't actually go to the youth team now. That's frustrating. Can I not? I'm sure you can still go to the youth team, right? No? You used to be able to. Is it in negotiations? Yes, it is. Youth team. And we look at it, there are a load of players. So Palacio's a player, Llorente, obviously, Pastore. There's loads of players in here that are actual players. Zahavi, that we could call up, but I just think it ruins the realism. Now, I love the idea of having a youth system. It's awesome. We can have some youth players come through and they be our players. Payetov there as well. There's some great players in there. But I just hate the fact that it's ex-players. It's ex-players. I don't like that. It kind of ruins the realism for me. So that's why we don't really touch the youth system. Right, so just taking this opportunity to go through and just renew a load of new contracts. Obviously, those with the green up arrows are contracts we just renewed. Most of them aren't out of contract until 2 seasons' time, but I thought, why not get them done now? We've got the salary budget to pay the extra at the moment. Let's renew all the contracts, and I imagine everyone will re-sign for us. They all seemed very happy at the club when we went into the negotiation. So most players did renegotiate, apart from Cooch. Apparently he wants to, I don't know, maybe go and play elsewhere, which is strange. Also, I think we've just been given the transfer budget. 17 million basically, and with the renewals of the contract, we've got 30,000 on the salary, so we don't have a lot of room to maneuver again in this next transfer window. It's going to be a difficult one again, boys. I will forward time completely, but it doesn't look like... Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Liam Cooper has retired. This will be his testimonial. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to play it, but Liam Cooper's retiring. Completely took me by surprise. I was like, what? We're not going to play that game. Yeah, we're not going to play that game. I don't want to play it. Can I just skip the match? Yes, I can. My apologies. Anyway, so we did draw 2-2 against the old boys, but we will double check at the start of next season, but I think 16 million is going to be our budget. So Brentford, Palace and West Brom promoted. Obviously, Palace and West Brom coming back to the league. Brentford coming to the league for the first time in this save. Excited to see what they can do. Palace and West Brom will have a point to prove. And as you know, Norwich, Watford, Burnley going down. Burnley and Watford going down. Watford had an alright season, but Burnley is the shock. They finished rock bottom. Here we are at the start of a new season. We will be setting our goals. They want us to finish 6th in the league. I'm actually going to agree with that. I think we should be pushing for European places this season. Without a doubt, this is the big one. I believe that the budget was already set. We've got 16 million. I believe it's already done. Let's double check. I'm hoping it wasn't, and we've got more wages. Okay, it wasn't fully. So the transfer budget was set 16 million, 17 basically. It's better than last season. Let's remember, it is better than last season. And 45k on the salary. The big issue there is the salary. We're gonna struggle with players. We are going to struggle with players. We are going to move some players out as well, but we're going to struggle with the salary to sign new players, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if there's a way to swap it. There isn't a way to swap it. But that's the budget for next season, boys. So be very careful about who you suggest. Because, again, we don't have much money to sign them. Do obviously have a load of players already on the list of players that we could sign. Our biggest issue right now is probably going to be weekly salary and what we can pay. At the moment, we can sign maybe 1 or 2. This is the lad we're looking at a potential striker in the future. But, yeah, at the moment, maybe 1 or 2 salary-wise that we can get away with. The salary is really going to be the thing that we come a cropper on this season coming up, because that is not a good salary. 45,000 I've learnt on PES. Well, it could be one player, one first team player for us. We're kind of lucky we've got a lot of talent in the team. That's going to be it for me. The end of another season, guys. I was really proud as punch to bring it to you. I'm really enjoying the series. I'm really enjoying the growth on the channel. I'm putting in my best efforts at the moment to get as much content out for you guys as possible. And quality content as well, and content that I enjoy making. I appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed this season and the season before that. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. If you're new around here, hit subscribe. If you enjoy the series, just purely give this video a like, which will give it a big boost. And just give me a pat on the back when you like it. It makes me feel good. I appreciate all your support, guys. All the comments. You are absolutely smashing it. The next time you see me will be for Season 2. Now, this is to note, Season 2 will not be starting until Monday. This gives you the opportunity to get your thoughts in, do your player suggestions. It'll still be daily videos on the channel, but Season 2 of this Master League will begin on Monday. I hope to see you there. Take it easy, guys. Stay blessed. I'll see you in the next one.